Hi, thank you. Thank you, everyone. Yeah, so demagoguery fascinates me. It's this political environment in which there are polarizing views and a demagogue rises above, takes control of one side, and demonizes the other. You don't want to be in that outgroup. And it disrupts democracy to the point where it seems almost tyrannical. 3 good examples of this are Hitler, George Wallace, and Trump. And what's interesting about all of their regimes is they focused around a different minority group. Hitler militarized Germany against the Jewish people. George Wallace convinced Alabamians to continue the fight for slavery. And Trump promised to deport Mexicans and South Americans. This is all in the campaign for political power. Technology affects the democratic process. It changes how it functions. Political scientist Benjamin Barber explains that democracy is a form of government that depends on information and communication. And most of these technological advancements that we've seen has improved both of these things. And it at least makes it easier for more and more people to participate in the democratic process under one power. So technology delivers a fast and largely uncontrolled spread of ideas, which sounds like a bad thing, but in many ways is a good thing. One great example of how it's a good thing is what happened in the Philippines way early in the development of social media and texting and cell phones. This is in 2001. What happened was Philippine President Joseph Estrada was under investigation. He was going to be impeached, but their Congress set aside to put away evidence that could have been really helpful against him. Well, the Filipinos found out about this, and within 2 hours over text, they arranged a protest in the capital city of Manila, and they alarmed the legislators so much that they reversed course. They allowed the evidence to be presented, and sure enough, Joseph Estrada was put away. He was impeached. And in the olden days, this sort of behavior, sort of corrupt behavior from governments, it would have gone completely unnoticed. So what technology does is it allows a lot of people to be informed about what their country's leaders are up to. Right. Which leads me to my next point. Technology is bad. I'll get to the modern stuff like surveillance and location tracking, but first I'd like to talk about this guy. Ronald Reagan was the president during the dawn of the TVs. Every family had a TV in their house, and they watched politicians speak on TV, and they also watched all these different shows where more and more interesting stuff was happening. So politicians had to get creative. UC Berkeley professor Michael Singer writes about demagogues' role in this postmodern world. He claims that we have a little choice but to conclude that what was once demagoguery has simply become normal politics. Demagoguery was frankly more interesting to listen to than democracy. Singer claims that people's appetites have changed. I think our attention spans have changed, and that allows demagoguery, gives it a lot more power. Yeah, exactly. And surveillance technology and location tracking are 2 new forms of technology that can make it all easier for a demagogue to succeed. Our friend Benjamin Barber wrote an article entitled 3 Scenarios for the Future of Technology and Strong Democracy, where he hypothesizes 3 scenarios for the future of... One scenario he called the Pandora scenario, and this one was not idyllic, but it appears to be the one that we're in. In this scenario, new technology allows the government to keep tabs on all communication devices, and it allows all new kinds of surveillance possible, and it can be a powerful weapon in a controlling political or economic elite. Right. Scary, isn't it? No. Right. And that's the power of social media. As long as we continue to call out injustice and fight it with communication, Demagogues will continue to have an upward battle. The pros and cons even each other out. Okay, thank you. Thank you.